joy.
While it was a good week, it was just one of those weeks where it was like,
Nala Wright creates content and is building a business in Atlanta while being a mom. For those new to this part of the internet, welcome, and welcome back to those who have been here before. This week has been challenging for Nala, and she wants to be upfront about what you're about to watch. In this vlog, you'll get an intimate look into her life, the obstacles she faced, and her thoughts on business and content creation. There's no elaborate editing or soundtrack, just a raw documentation of her journey right now. She hopes you'll join her for this honest glimpse into her world.
So I was in the house most of today. And that was because I felt like I needed to finish my vlog in order to move forward with my day. And though I ended up finish editing it, let me just say though, I did no editing on Saturday. So I edited on Sunday and today, Monday. Though I'm happy that I got the vlog done, when I reflect and think about how the day went, I just have some thoughts. I could have had a way more dynamic day, perhaps if I didn't prioritize the vlog as much. And we ended up having to eat out, which is something that I enjoy, but I want to decrease my habit of eating out. I really do. And say, for example, if I ended up waking up a couple of hours before, or about an hour and a half before Onyx, and I worked during that time. But let's just say after that, I just stopped until her nap. And we went, I got myself together. I just zoomed into my life. I was like, okay, what do we need? What's missing? Go grab the groceries. Ensure you know what you're gonna have for dinner. What is your plan for cooking dinner? Just things like that would have avoided an eat out today. And just some other life related tasks that have nothing to do with business, nothing to do with content. I really feel like I could have focused on if my priority wasn't my vlog. And yeah, I don't want just as much as I'm consistent with my work, I want to be consistent with my life related work. That is something that I saw get more and more deprioritized last year when I was in my I need to be monetized era of YouTube, and giving all my time and energy to my content. And it's like, I don't want to move that way. But vlog content, creating a weekly vlog that does, do not color on there. Creating a weekly vlog does take a lot of time to edit. So I really just had to reflect about that and really think about if met with the same situation where I don't come into Monday with a fully edited vlog. Can you leave my computer? Baby, go get some other crayons. Okay. If I don't walk into Monday with a fully edited vlog and I have editing to do on that day, I don't know if I'm going to prioritize it above everything else like I did today. Because I just honestly don't like how it feels. And it's like going into tomorrow, any content or work related items that I want to handle, I kind of just feel like deprioritizing them, in the sense like doing all my life stuff, and if I get to them, then I get to them. And I don't really like that feeling. Like, I just constantly feel like there's like a pick and choose, like what to focus on, what not to focus on. And things don't have to be like that. Things don't have to be like that if I am able to follow a schedule and routine. But at the same time, it's like, then you have to think about grace. I just established a posting schedule for myself, tested it out last week. We're in the second week of me testing out a posting schedule that makes sense, and like not only posting schedule but a production schedule. So I don't know, man. To summarize this, like, I didn't like that vlog. My editing, the task of editing, took priority over everything else today. And I don't know if this point is related, but I just didn't get it. This is my thinking time. This is my get it out time. And I, this week, really want to be acting. Where are you going? Where are you going?
Hi, Baba.
Hi, baby. Where are you going?
Oh.
You ready for bed? I'm getting ready for bed. I want to be thinking and moving like a CEO. You know? Was it a CEO thing for me to prioritize editing today? But it's like, I want to be thinking like a CEO in work and in life. And I would say, like, I was not a good CEO of my life today. I did not manage those things well, and I just don't like the feeling. So I don't know how I'm going to be making these decisions this week, but I just want to make it through a lens of like CEO mindset. And I guess it's on my mind because it's like, all right, knowing how I feel about today, how am I going to run tomorrow? You can have your coins. Go get your butt changed. If you need help, come ask mommy for help. You don't need to be making all that noise. I think it was on that little business page, babe. Yeah.
Even with that, bro, you know.
Yes.
And it's like, okay, yes, you would have had the convenience of maybe like, hey, can you go run and get this for me? But moving like that, babe, because it gives you a whole different look at.
Wait 1 second.
Piso nessa areia fina, vejo no mar uma menina, doce Bahia. Vejo dominó na esquina e banguelo sorrindo de alegria, doce Bahia.
I woke up at 9 a.m. today and it's about 1 p.m. and it's just been 4 hours of me going and I'm very tired, and I just feel like I'm getting to that place with my pregnancy where it's like caffeine isn't going to solve the way I feel right now. Sleep is going to solve the way I feel right now, getting some rest. And even though I went to bed and I woke up well rested, I just feel like I'm tired, like sleep type of tired, not grogginess or like something where a matcha latte would help me get over the hump. No, like this is just tiredness. So her and that iPad are about to be like this for about an hour, and I'm just going to take a nap. I'm up for my nap. I'm eating lunch. I ordered groceries last night, so they came about 25 minutes ago, and I made sure to have lunch, an easy lunch to make, which I'm so happy I did. And I'm just having a tuna fish sandwich, and I'm trying the croissant toast. And for the first time, these groceries came from Whole Foods, but I just watched a Instagram live from this woman who basically I tried to extract as much learning and information from her free content as possible until I can pay for her program. But she just did a live and I got a lot of my questions answered. And that just like, I was in that bed for like 2 hours. I was sleeping for probably an actual hour, but I had to eventually wake up and turn off the show. And I was like in and out of sleep. And then I checked my email and I saw that she was live, and like I got on the live and I've been up like since. So let me enjoy this tuna fish. She pointed me to some of her podcasts that would answer some of my questions in way more depth. So that's what I'm about to listen to. I just finished folding some clothes. And while I was doing that, I'm watching this replay of an Instagram live from the woman I was talking about earlier. Her name is Kirsten Roldan. And this one is about OBM versus VA. And essentially, that is like who I'm thinking about hiring first within my business. So I still have these baby clothes to organize. That's going to go in the closet. But these are about to be put away. It's 6 p.m. Currently, I'm doing another load of laundry. It's being washed, and then one is in the dryer right here. And I've kind of cleaned up the kitchen a little bit from lunch. We still have dishes, of course, to do. And I'm going to be, once I finish putting these clothes away, I'm going to start winding down Onyx for bed. Hopefully she'll get to bed between 7 and 8 p.m. It's been a home day for me, and I really needed that. Like, I love like kind of what I just did behind me with the whole folding laundry and listening to that live stream. I am doing things in my life, but also working on my business by learning about this role that I really feel like hiring for, and like eventually like hiring for that role first. And instead of just like watching content creation type of educational content, like I'm learning about business stuff while handling my shit in my life. Like those clothes have been in that laundry bin for way too long, and it didn't even take me that long to fold them. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep going on this type of vibe. Like, I could do home stuff and still like learn things. I don't need to just sit down at my desk, and I can sit down on my computer once Onyx is ready for bed. So hopefully that's what we continue to do. This microphone does not work with this phone. I have it hooked up and I'm still even talking. It's not working with this. Okay, the laundry has been put away. Let me move this out of here. 15 minutes on the clock for Onyx's bath. Then I'm gonna bathe her, and then she's gonna get up. I primarily use social media to market my business. I focus a lot on content creation to market my business and establish my personal brand. However, with me really want to work on my business and not in my business, it's like I've identified the major issue for me and my company right now is we are in a sales drought. And my top priority needs to be figuring out how to make sales. Now, I use social media for marketing, but social media is a long game, and especially for TikTok and Instagram for me, because I just started being consistent on those platforms. So I don't have the expectation that I will convert on those platforms right now. Now, when it comes to YouTube, I also have a limited expectation because I am in the process of talking to a slightly different person than who I was within last year. So now it's like I have to warm all these people up, and it's just gonna take time. And it's like I could wait, or I can use other strategies to get clients in my consulting business. And that's what I just spent maybe 45 minutes to an hour trying to figure out. What strategies can I use to get clients? Because social media is not the only way to do that. It's a great way to do that, but it's not the only way. And also, I can still use social media, but I perhaps need to implement a new way besides just saying, like, just having my CTAs. So that is what I am working on. How can I get more sales, more clients? Consistent revenue, that is the goal. Like, before I hire somebody and before I do A, B, C, and D, how can I get consistent revenue into my business? That's what I need to think about. And when you're constantly in the weeds of other areas of your business that's not sales specifically and just not related to like increasing the cash flow into the business, like directly, like that falls by the wayside. And I've been heavily deep into the content creation side of my business. When I think about my next steps, right? Like immediately, like today, my content creation thing that I need to do that's left is post an Instagram story. And I'm going to take that opportunity in that story to promote my business, promote my offer. Write up some copy, put it over a picture or a video, and post something that specifically promotes my offer and my business. So that's one way that I'm taking immediate action today, that I can take immediate action today. Then it's like I found really two strategies that I believe I want to implement. There's a third one, but it's very similar to one of the two that I have in mind right now. And I kind of need to get it down on paper and like see what task and action items can come from that. Immediate action today, and I have some planning to do. And also I want to connect this strategy for getting more clients to some of the email marketing objectives that I have, because I really want to get back to email marketing. I really do. I essentially want to outline like what is the month of May going to look like for me. Now that I'm so happy that I gave myself time. I really have no choice because I'm pregnant. I gave myself time to like ease into my year And, you know, I didn't have every single month of 2024 planned to the T, literally trying to accomplish anything like that. But I think, you know, with it being spring, it's natural that I'm on this wavelength right now. How am I? A kitchen funnel? I don't have one right now. Okay, good. Anything else right here? What was I talking about? Yeah, with it being spring, I'm just naturally feeling like, okay, I can start to plan out my months, really plan for the rest of this year, plan for my maternity leave. And just, I don't know why that sounds so fucking weird to me to say, but it does. Because I'm going to have to step away from all of this. I'm going to have to. I have a baby inside of me. And really plan for that and really see like I want to finish April realistically understanding what is feasible for me to work on in the 2.5 months I have until I have to take maternity leave. Yeah. Super strong, huh? Yes. You hear your baby sister? That's so cute. That's perfect. I am about to eat dinner. I have some roasted broccoli, one teeny tiny roasted Japanese potato, some roasted chickpeas, and some white rice. I am journaling and doing self-reflection right now while I have some quiet time. And yeah, it's been an emotional 24 hours for me. Long story short, my daughter got up around 2:40 a.m. saying that she's hungry, and I just had to like cry through it, but feed her, get her some food, and it was just a whole just emotional situation for me. I had my appointment today, 26-week appointment. Oh, what the hell? And, you know, just reflected with my midwife about last night and how being pregnant just can really heighten so many emotions. And it's a roller coaster to deal with. And she gave me some strategies to deal with that. And what else? Just, I had another emotional moment today. It's just been emotions. And right now, like I said, I'm just really trying to uncover my limiting beliefs so that I can walk away from them. I'm ready to walk away. It's been a day. It's just been a day for the kid. So I'm gonna eat my lunch. My dinner, and we'll see what's gonna happen. Last night for dinner, I made that viral sweet potato beef bowl from TikTok. So it's like sweet potatoes, ground beef, avocado, cottage cheese, hot honey, and or hot sauce on top. And it was good. It was good. I highly recommend trying that and making that. It was easy to make. The most tedious part was cutting up the potatoes and roasting them, but you can also air fry them. I just roasted mine in the oven. But after that, it's pretty much assembling. And like beef doesn't take long to cook at all, ground beef. So that was good last night. But yeah, I just wanted to encourage you to try that little meal out. And overall, it's Wednesday. I have not eating out since Monday. I guess I can't be so. It be feeling like so long, like, but I'm just trying to stay on a good track with my eating out. All right. So, cheers to eating at home. Asking me, please.
Oh, what? This.
These things are sour.
Yeah. Yes, you did get some stickers, baby. So my husband got me some iced coffee and a blueberry muffin and a pastry over there. It's just what I really needed to get through this transactions categorization that I have to do for our tax preparer. All right, so I just finished working for about 3 hours, and it's been a week. It has been a week, but it's all been good. It's all the challenges that I faced emotionally, like as a parent, and because I feel like I was challenged a lot in my mom life. What the heck? I feel like I was challenged a lot in mom life, or I'm going to say a lot, but I was challenged from a mom life standpoint. And because I'm pregnant and that weighed on me this week, you know, we had a couple of just one major moment with Onyx, like, you know, with my daughter. So, yeah, and I would say I was challenged with like trying to improve my time management, starting to use my calendar, really thinking about the invisible task in my day that I never write down on my to-do list, but it's stuff that I just have to do. And when I don't do them, I feel chaotic. You know, on Tuesday, when I just kind of prioritize my life task and the things that I have to do around the house and groceries and things like that, by doing that, I've been set on a path of like, I can maintain that and, you know, just not let it fall by the wayside. Because on Monday, we talked about how I ended up having to eat out because I spent so much time prioritizing, finish editing my vlog. So it's just like time, I think prioritization, like using my time better than I have before, just with the things that I am accomplishing, with the things that I am accomplishing, that is going to require me to tap back into scheduling things on my calendar, managing my time, you know, it's going to require that. And as someone this week who recognized that a part of what holds me back from reaching my goals is my lack of time management, and noticing that has been a pattern and a theme in my life. And when I try to work on my time management, I do it for a while, but like when I perhaps don't feel like it's working, or I'm not sticking with this and that, then I feel, I don't know, like I just kind of be like, whatever, let's just go with the flow. And there's just a lot that I want to accomplish where it's in my best interest to attempt to do time management stuff. Um, I need, that's a part of like one of my limiting beliefs, that I can't manage my time well enough to accomplish the things that need to get done in order for me to get to the goal that I want to accomplish. That's a limiting belief of mine because of how shit has just gone in the past when it comes to managing time. Like that is a challenge for me. I probably need to clean my lens. I meant to do that when I started filming. So, what else? I mean, I would say like I've had some conversations with my business partner, who's also my husband, that really opened up my mind, and energized me for the business planning session I actually did today. Because also a big theme of mine this week was like, I need to work on my business more and work in my business less, or rather, there needs to be more harmony between the two, because I've been focused a lot on the content creation, and I needed to really look at things from a bird's eye view and really start to consider my long-term vision for my company and what short-term actions I need to take to make that long-term vision come to life. And that's what I did. I feel like overall I did that this week. Like, not only today did I do business planning, but there's been other moments within my week where I thought about my business and what do I actually want to bring to fruition, and what do I really need to do to make that happen, and looking up content around that, and not just on, TikTok or Instagram strategies, and because those are the two platforms that I am trying to find my way on at this current moment. So, yeah, today's Friday, so tomorrow will mark 1 month of my TikTok journey and being consistent. I have been consistent on TikTok for 4 weeks, and I don't know what my learnings are from that right now, but I'm just happy that I've been able to dabble in it, see myself be consistent with it, know that it's possible, it's doable to implement short form content, not only on TikTok, but Instagram, into my workflow. But now it's like I really gotta make sure I'm working on the business too. And I'm happy I was able to do that. I went into the week wanting to be in my CEO frame of mind, and I feel like I was able to accomplish that. So it's like going into my weekend, I have a couple of business tasks that I put on my schedule, and I'm just more clear. And that's also another thing about like time management. Like, I have to-do lists. I use a to-do list system in my Notion, and like, but when you plan ahead and you think about like, oh, what you're trying to really do, it can help things like your weekend be more focused and more just intentional. So I'm just excited. It's hot out here. I'm out here because it's cold in my co-working space, but I'm burning up. burning up. But yeah, like that's really where my head was at. Like while it was a good week, it was just one of those weeks where it was like, ah. But it's needed. Like it's did nothing but propel me forward. And that's all I could ask for from God. Push me forward. And pushing me forward isn't always gonna feel great, you know. I shall experience trials, but he is right there with me through it all, pushing me towards greatness, pushing me towards what I want. So I'm just overall at the end of my week really in good spirits, and I'm excited for the upcoming week. I'm just maintaining a positive attitude throughout all of this because it's all gonna come through. Like it's all gonna come to fruition. Like it's already happening. Like it's already happening. Things are happening the way that they need to happen right now. It's all going on the way it needs to. So I'm really excited. My husband should be picking me up any minute now. I am very hungry. So I guess I'll sit out here until he comes. I just wanted to check in with you guys. I feel like I didn't talk as much to the camera this week, but I did my best to capture what I could. I wasn't worried about getting too many angles. I just wanted to like really make sure I picked up whatever camera was near me at the time. And often, most times this week, it was my phone. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next week.